Violence against religious minorities is increasing around the world. Monday, the State Department released its annual report detailing the status of religious oppression and violence in nearly 200 countries. CBN's Brody shows us how everyone can help those suffering for their faith.
The report shows a rise in this violence and oppression in several countries. I spoke with CBN senior reporter Gary Lane, who's traveled to over 120 countries, and he's witnessed this oppression firsthand. He says the best thing that we can do for religious freedom is to give our time, finances, and prayers.
The key is, how serious are we when it comes to China? If you've got as many as 3 million Uyghurs imprisoned in genocide, and we say it's genocide being committed against them, then what are we doing about it? Why are we still buying Chinese products?
The annual report raises big questions about religious freedom and our part in it. It follows both the good and bad of international religious freedom.
Unfortunately, the report also documents the continuation and, in some instances, the rise of very troubling trends.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken designated these 16 countries of particular concern. Governments in part of the world continue targeting religious minorities, using a host of methods including torture, beatings, unlawful surveillance, and so-called re-education camps.
Religion can be such a powerful force for good in the world. Societies who seek to restrict it or use it to harm others cannot achieve their full potential.
The extensive report notes several concerning hotspots, including attacks on the Catholic Church in Nicaragua, with more than 160 attacks against the church last year. Other crimes against humanity come out of China, where Muslim Uyghurs are suffering genocide and imprisonment for their faith. And notably, the people of Iran, led by the killing of Mahsa Amini, a young woman arrested and beaten by the so-called morality police because her hijab did not fully cover her hair.
So it's a responsibility that we have as Christians, not to just sit on our couches in North America, but to do something about it.
Gary, it's 2023. People are still being persecuted and murdered for their faith, if not more so than ever. Why do you think that is?
In Nigeria, the Fulani herdsmen are being financed to clear Christians out of their villages and off the land because they want the land. In other countries, it's really more of a commitment to theology and doctrine. Like in Iran, Jesus Christ said, they hated me first, but they will also hate you because of me. So Christians are being attacked around the world.
The State Department started observing the International Religious Freedom Act in 1998 when it was signed into law by then President Bill Clinton. Today, the information gathered is used to advance religious freedom in oppressed nations. It's also used to shed light on actions impacting religious freedom and also to preserve and protect that human right for everyone. Brody, CBN News.